help you upskill yourself, right? Also, there are other factors you might want to look at when you're picking an institute or a destination. You want to see whether if you come to a destination as an international student, you will be able to transition into the workforce easily or not. Is that a valid point? Are most of you looking to educate yourself and then stay back in the country where or which you pick, or you want to come back here? What is the intent? And you can be honest. You want to settle, right? You want to come back. There's nothing wrong in coming back. So some of you might want to settle, some of you might want to come back. If you want to settle, then you want to understand, if you educate yourself, will you be able to get a job or not, right? That's an important factor. All of you will be shelling out in dollars. So the important point is, do you get an opportunity to earn back in dollars or not? And do you get that opportunity for a long period of time or not, right? So as an international student, long time ago, this is what I call my previous life. I was in a similar situation where I was trying to pick a destination when I wanted to get outside my country and take higher education, right? So for some reason, I picked Australia. I went there for my master's. I had a great time, but unfortunately, I could not find a path to stay back and build a career. Taking nothing away from Australia as a destination, but that transition was not very easy. So later on, I added some work experience, and again, I wanted to build a life, better my life, and I started looking, and in 2018, I filed my PR and landed in Canada, and the transition has been really, really smooth. So that's my personal journey of having been an international student and having looked at two destinations very popular in this part of the world, but also trying to tell you that the opportunities, of course, and everyone has a different vision, it has to align with what you want to do. So please be mindful that whatever you pick, it leads to you being in that destination for a long period of time, so that you're giving yourself an opportunity to transition and then make a mark, right? So that was very, very important for me to share. I'm happy to run a presentation. Is there a clicker I could use? Any questions till now? Any apprehensions? I'll start talking about the institute, and then maybe I'm hoping you'll have some questions. So while...
So the main reason you left Australia is more detail.
So the reason I picked the program and I went to Australia is because the program I was interested in, Australian universities were highly acclaimed for that program, right? That's why I picked Australia, right? But I soon realized that it's not just about higher education, it is about the transition as well, right? And I think that's very, very important for any one of you to understand. You know, you're going to be spending a good amount of dollars. You should at least have the opportunity to stay in the country for 3 years. And after 3 years, you should not feel, okay, now my PGWP is over, why am I not able to get a PR? You know? So you should think long term. That's very, very important for you to understand, right? So it's not just about the 2 years you're studying or the 3 years you're working. It's most definitely about what happens after the 3 years. Are you able to stay back? Are you able to get a job? Is the society willing to accept you? So all those factors are very, very important, right? So what I'll do is, I'll probably start and I can talk. I don't need a presentation. So as I said, I represent the School of Continuing Studies at York. York is the third largest university in Canada. We have campuses in the city of Toronto. Toronto is one of the most multicultural cities, not just in Canada, but across the globe. Okay. So I was talking about the university. York is the third largest university based in Toronto. Established in 1959. We now have more than 55,000 students studying with us from more than 170 plus countries, which means it's a very multicultural setup. You get students from different parts of the world who come and study at the institute, right? So we've got 2 campuses for now, and the third one is opening next year. Our main campus, which is the 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐚𝐜 campus, and the bilingual campus, which is the Glendon campus, both are based in the Greater Toronto area. So is going to be our third campus, which is going to be opening in Markham in 2023. We've got more than 200 plus academic programs. There's a wide variety of programs that you can pick and choose from, both at an undergrad and a grad level, and a wide base of alumni, 350,000 alumni plus across the globe. I've spoken about the 3 campus. The one in the middle is our main campus. It is massive. You have to experience it to understand what it means. So this is a short video. I will see, I hope this plays and it is audible.
Sorry. So I think the light is disturbing.
That's okay.
It will be easier to see the production. Reload one.
This on?
Yeah, it's going.
हुन्छ अन्वेषण आउनु पर्ने
क्लिक गर्नुहोस् न
This is working with the projector.
light to watch. Actually,
I think the projector is on.
पुष्पजी
वीडियो लाइव भयो हाँ
I do that.
त्यहाँ कमेन्टहरू आइरहेको छ यिनीहरूलाई मेसेज गर्ने कि
So that's a short video just to give you a sense of what the university is, what it has to offer. Of course, you'll have to come and experience this in person to understand the might of the third largest university in Canada. I mentioned earlier I represent the School of Continuing Studies, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the school. So the school was founded in 2015 and is one of the fastest growing continuing education providers in Canada today. A testament on how fast we've grown is this building. So this is state-of-the-art infrastructure that is about to get finished, most likely in the next couple of months. Great opportunity for incoming students to come and learn in this space, very much in the center of the university, and again speaks volumes about how quickly and rapidly the School of Continuing Studies has grown. The school, of course, offers continuing professional education. For those who don't understand what continuing professional education is, through our programs, which are postgrad certificate programs, the sort of audience we are catering to could be those looking to change their stream. So a good example would be an engineering student wanting to do something related to business, or maybe those who are looking to upskill themselves, looking for a promotion. So all those sort of audience, our programs are ideal for such audience to look at. So what is being offered? We offer full-time postgrad certificate programs predominantly in the area of business, but we've also started offering programs in the area of technology. So we offer programs in business admin, HRM, accounting at 2 levels, basic and advanced, digital and content marketing, public relations, and then 2 technical programs, one in backend and blockchain development, and the other one very relevant to these changing times in cyber security operations. All our programs are 8-month long, but they are delivered over 1 academic year. What that means is all of them are eligible for PGWP. Also very common among students is to add a second program to the first one. The programs complement each other really well. So if you do a business program, it's very easy for you to add a second program in HR or accounting, or you could do the 2 accounting programs together, one after the other, or you could do a digital marketing program and add a second program in public relations. So our programs complement each other, which means you can then study for 16 months and get up to 3 years of PGWP, which makes them a very lucrative proposition. There are multiple start dates to our programs, so we've got 3 intakes in a year, Jan, May, and September. The fee structure is very competitive. I'm going to talk about it in my slides to follow. The requirement for the business program as we speak is a 6 IELTS. For the technical program is a 6.5 IELTS. Overall, each band 6.5. All of these programs are delivered in our main campus, which is the 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭 campus, and we do accept 3-year undergrad degree. So if any one of you might have an undergrad degree from India as well, because they are predominantly 3-year degrees, we are more than happy to accept that. Very quickly, and I'm not going to talk about each program in detail, but the popular ones. So the business program, as I mentioned, great opportunity for those that come with non-related business skills. We focus on areas like business communication, business strategy, fundamentals of business, a little bit of marketing, accounting, but more importantly, we run a course in project management. So very popular amongst engineering students as well, looking to do a business related program. The HR program is aligned with the Human Resource Professional Association, leading to designations like CHRP, CHRL, and CHRE. These are entry-level designations that you would need to become a human resource professional. So you could start as an HR assistant, get an average salary of about $53,000 per annum, move up the ladder as an HR manager. The average salary goes up to about $66,000, and then you can look to earn in 6 figures as a VP HR. So the progression is right in front of you. If you have the right skills, then of course you can get up the ladder. Some core competencies or areas that we touch upon in the program include recruitment, training development, compensation benefit, and then organizational behavior. So these are core elements of HR that are being covered in our program. The accounting program is run at 2 levels, basic and advanced. For those that come with non-related accounting background, there is nothing to worry. We start from scratch, which means you could come from any background and take the accounting program. You might have an undergrad degree in psychology, and you could still take this program. So the way it is built is it helps you get that basic understanding, which we build on through the advanced accounting program. For those who are really serious about making a career in accounting and are looking to become a practicing CPA, this is a great option for those students as well. So you do the 2 accounting programs with us, and then you sit for the CPA PEP modules. You will get exemption from some of those modules because they are covered in our program. Add some work experience, sit for the CPA Common Final Exam, and then become a practicing CPA. So the pathway is very well defined through these programs. But if you feel you don't want to become a practicing CPA, that's fine too. You can do the 2 programs, exit, and join the workforce. Similarly, our most popular program and very relevant to the changing time is the digital marketing program. I think these skills are very relevant, whether it's search engine marketing or search engine optimization, CRM or pay-per-click. Most of you, I believe, are using social media. If not, it's hard to believe, but I'm very sure each one of you would have an Instagram or other social media account. So digital marketing is very relevant to the changing times. And I'm going to share some facts with you. So nearly 1 in 2 marketing jobs today require digital skills. There's 164% growth in the digital marketing jobs in the Greater Toronto area. And then the content marketing jobs are paying $10,000 more on an average compared to the traditional marketing jobs. So there is a definite rise in the digital and content marketing space. And of course, if you have any incline, then definitely there is a career path there. Similarly, our technical programs are very relevant to the changing time. The whole world is talking about cryptocurrency. If you have a technical degree, maybe a BTech or a BCA, and are interested in the technical programs, then the blockchain program is a great fit. The reason, like I've already told you, the whole world is talking about cryptocurrency. The program helps you acquire the right skills. There is also a project that you can do as part of this program. So we help you either with an independent project or industry project, or then we give you access to the incubation center, which is Innovation York. So very practical in nature, very relevant to the changing times. Same goes for our cybersecurity operations program. We do need students from a related background, but this aligns with the 2 CompTIA designations, again, helping you either become a cybersecurity analyst or an information security analyst, and very practical in nature, focusing on lab work, but at the same time, some facts. So it is taking 21% longer for cybersecurity roles to fill in because there is not enough professionals in the market. So there is high demand but not enough supply. There's a 19% growth rate annually in the Greater Toronto Area for jobs related to cybersecurity. The average salary is about $71,000 per annum for a cybersecurity analyst in Canada. So that showcases how the demand is growing. We also have an upcoming program in offensive cybersecurity. The application should open up for that by next month. And the intake available would be May 2023 for that program. So very much aligning with our cybersecurity operations program. Just like for our business programs, you can do a business and then an HR or 2 accounting programs. Now, even in our technical domain, you will be able to do 2 programs, one after the other, and stay back in Canada for up to 3 years. So basic entry requirements. We need a bachelor's finished degree with a 60% aggregate. For the business programs, we need a 6 IELTS overall, although I would recommend a 6.5 or higher. We do need a statement of interest video, which is a short video you will record possibly over YouTube, showcasing why you feel these programs are a good fit for you and how do you think they will help you catapult your career. So the video of interest is a critical part of the application, and I would strongly recommend you pay some or you prepare well for the video. So for the technical programs, we need a 6.5 IELTS overall, each band 6.5, and no more than 1 backlogs. So the tuition, I think, is very important because a follow-up question that most of you would have is, are we offering any scholarships? The short answer to that is no, but I will explain to you why. So our programs range from $15,000 to $20,000. So in less than $40,000, you are able to do 2 programs with us. If you do 2 business programs like digital marketing business, they would be around $30,000, right? So if you're able to do 2 programs in less than $40,000, just to give you some context, we also have a business school in which we run a Masters of Marketing program. The tuition for that program, and the duration is about 1 year, the tuition is $80,000. So if you were to come and submit an application, and if you get admitted into that program, and if I were to give you a 50% scholarship, you would still be spending $40,000 to do 1 program, right? Here, you get an opportunity to do 2 programs in less than $40,000. So just to give you context, the reason we are not offering scholarship is because these programs are very competitively priced. If you look at the pricing and compare it with other colleges, in some instances, our programs are cheaper than what the colleges have to offer. But, of course, you will be coming and studying at a university. So we do offer some student services, which is very important in these changing times. So, for example, we run a program called 10,000 Coffees, in which we help you align with the industry in an informal way over coffee. It is powered by RBC, which is one of the biggest banks in Canada. We also have a career service 24/7 portal with which we provide AI supporting tools, help you build your resumes. It has an interview simulator, a LinkedIn Learning Access, free live workshops, and then I was talking about access to Innovation York, which is our incubation center. So there are different options and opportunities available for all of our incoming students into these postgrad certificate programs. So that pretty much brings me towards the end of this presentation. I'm more than happy to take questions if there are any, and I'm hoping there are some questions. So thank you again for being a patient audience. If there is anything on your mind that you want to ask, please feel free. There is no right or wrong answer or question, but it's important that you ask so that I can clear your doubt if you have any doubts.
So is there any on-campus job placement system in the university?
That's a great question. So I think that the difference between what we are trying to achieve here is trying to help you gain the relevant skill sets, right? Our programs are designed and delivered by industry professionals, which means they're very much in sync with the changing industry demands. If you see carefully, cybersecurity very much needed, an ongoing problem, digital marketing very much in alignment with how the industry is changing, right? So our programs are very relevant. What we also do is, when we have these instructors that come from the industry, they bring in their peers. So there are guest lecturers that come in who have relevant work knowledge, and they're happy to share that knowledge with you in the classroom. So we don't have dedicated co-op opportunities or placements, but throughout the journey and throughout the program, we ensure that we bring these opportunities to you so that it's not confined to either one co-op session or an internship opportunity. And as I said, public relation and the two technical programs still give you that opportunity to do projects.
So, like, is there any other option for the startup support system in your university? Like, if I want to start up some kind of business?
Yes, there is an incubation center called Innovation York that will help you build on your ideas. So yes, that opportunity is very much prevalent on campus.
So, are there any programs for undergraduate students?
Yeah, that's a good question. So the university has a lot of undergrad degrees on offer. I represent the School of Continuing Studies, so unfortunately I can't take a session on the undergrad degrees in detail. Having said that, if you're interested in the undergrad degrees, then please feel free to check the university website. We've got close to 11 faculties through which we offer degree programs. So the Chowk Business School, we offer a BBA program. Chowk is the #1 business school in Canada as per Forbes. The 𝐂𝐨𝐧𝐭 Law School, the Lassonde School of Engineering, our biggest faculty, which is Liberal Arts and Professional Studies, Faculty of Health, Science, Graduate Studies. So there's a wide variety of programs that you can pick and choose from if you're looking to do a degree at York as well. Anyone else? Any other questions? You don't want to know how cold it gets in Canada? No? You don't want to know where you can go and shop? No? Not interested?
So, I have heard about the public and private campuses. So,
Yes.
which one you would like to recommend?
That's a very good question. What is the biggest university here? Here. What is the biggest university in Kathmandu or Nepal? Huh? Is that a public university or a private? Public university. Every time you are looking for high quality education, you would always aspire to get into a public institute, right? I will strongly recommend a public university, not a college, university, if you are serious about high quality education. Our university is a public university, and not just a public university, it is the 3rd largest university in Canada, right? So based in Toronto, which means the opportunities are always correlational to where you are. Toronto is one of the biggest cities, not just in Canada, but in North America, which means not just as a student, but as a working professional, you have ample opportunities at your disposal. Right? Does that answer your question?
And how hard is it for an international student to study and work at the same time?
So it's not easy, but lot of students are doing it. I have done it as an international student. It wasn't easy, but I think there is a reason that you're only allowed 20 hours a week to work, so that you can balance between studies and work. Also, please remember the reason you're going there is to study. So focus on that in the first few months till the time you have an understanding of the local environment. Then it will be easy for you to balance the work and studies, right? So it's not difficult, but it's going to be different from what you've done here.
As I'm planning to find a PN, so I must choose the subject that is interest for me, or I should choose a subject that is demanding.
So if you choose the subjects that are in demand, you might not be even able to finish your program because you don't have any interest, right? It's important that you pick something that at least you'll be able to get through. So if, for example, cyber security is in demand, right? And you come from a business background, will you be able to cope up with the cyber security program? So even if you are guaranteed a job, you won't be able to finish the program, right? It's important to maintain a balance, but at the same time, pick a program you feel you can move on.
I'm saying that so I can do that.
So for an engineering student, you could do construction management, right?
Project management.
You could do a business program if you want to get into the business side of things and focus on project management, which is possible with us. We have a business program with a course in project management. So depending on what you want to do you want to still stick with your technical skills as an engineer, or you want to shift your domain and get into the business side of things? That will define, the path that you take. Okay?
I'm a little confused. I should choose master or PhD.
Maybe we can have a chat later and I can help you with that.
So I'm doing my master's in social science, and what do I do next in
Good
Canada?
question. So it depends on what you want to do. What is your area of interest? Do you want to still do something related to what you've studied? Because you've already got a master's degree, right? One option is maybe shift your domain a little bit. So I don't know what your area of interest is, but maybe HR, that might be a good option, right? And if you want, I'm going to be here for some time, so I'm happy to do one-on-one counseling as well. If you have any doubts, you can come and see me. I can talk about, or I can understand your background better, and then maybe I can help you with the suggestion. All right? Anyone else?
So what about spouse?
What about spouse?
Spouse visa, dependent visa.
So with our programs, and also with Canada, spouse visa should not be a problem. You need to look at the overall profile of both the professionals, right? So that's important. But I think someone from there will be able to help you with the visa. Any other questions? Sorry? No, I've already spoken about the programs that we have. We have a business admin program, but nothing related to what you're talking about. Sorry? So gap, what is your understanding of a gap? Is it an academic gap, or so like after bachelor's you took a gap and then did masters, or what is the situation? So, if you could speak a little bit louder, or maybe what we can do is come and meet me in person in one-on-one session. Maybe I can look at your profile and then suggest. Okay? Alright. If there are no other questions, then I'm happy to also talk to you one-on-one. I'm here for a bit, so happy to take your questions, understand your profile a little bit better so that I can guide you better. But thank you again for your time and your patience. And, sorry? So all intakes are alike depending on, you know, whether you like the sun more or you like the cold weather more. Also, please be mindful that our intakes fill up very fast. The demand for our programs is very high. So the next available intake right now is May 2023, but in quite a few of our programs, we also now have the fall intake open. So September 23 is open if you are looking to apply, right? Again, if you like the sun, then come in the summer or fall. But if you like the cold, then you can come in our January intake.
What are the academic requirements as well as IELTS for the completion of Masters in Biology?
That's a good question. Every master's degree program has a different prerequisite. Typically, you would need a 7 IELTS to get into a master's degree program. And minimum 60 to 70%, but again, depending on the program. Right? Anyone else? No? Okay, thank you so much. And I'm right here, so I can take questions later as well. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, our representative from York University, Vermont, for your presentation. Now, I would like to inform you about our further sessions. So we are going to have, first we'll have refreshment. There's some refreshment, okay? You can have cold drinks. And thereafter we'll have one-to-one counseling and group counseling. So if you feel like knowing more about the other types of courses, like